What's up, guys? This is Alex here from 814ADC. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Today we have a review of the QSP Penguin. So a little bit about this knife. I bought this knife from Drop, formerly Mass Drop, back in October. It was a pre-order because all the other retailers that I was looking at did not have it in stock for this colorway that I wanted of the micarta. So I did buy it through Drop. I had to wait like 3 weeks to get it, so I got it late October. I carried it a lot when I first got it because it was kind of in the stage where I wasn't getting too many new knives. So this was like my newest one that I had. So I carried it quite a bit. I use it quite a bit to, do a lot of mail opening, package opening, saw a lot of tape, saw some cardboard. So I didn't hard use it a lot, but it got a lot of daily use. So what was I thinking? Oh yeah, back to, about the knife. So going over some materials for it, you have these really nice blue denim, so I think of blue jean micarta. It's a nice micarta. It's not, it's a pretty comfortable, not too rough. It's pretty smooth. Because some micarta is real like rigid and real, abrasive, and it can cut up your hands and your pockets if you carry it a lot. But this isn't. It's really nicely done. You have a Warncliffe style D2 blade, which I like D2 a lot. I think it's a good budget steel, so I have no qualms with it. It's served me well so far. It's a flat grind. I don't know, my voice just did that, but it's a flat grind, excuse me. It's pretty thin behind the edge. It's done really well with my slicey tasks. Cuts through paper well. It's done well with cardboard so far, and it's held a decent edge, so I have no complaints there. And then finally, we have a loop over style deep carry pocket clip, which goes to the butt end of the knife, so it carries really well in the pocket. It actually loops over and goes into like the back end of the knife here, and it has screws, so it's almost like recessed, but the screws aren't really recessed, so it's like kind of in the middle. And then closing method is we have a liner lock with full stainless steel liners. So those are materials. So now we're going on to action, which action on this guy is pretty good. It's not the best action I've handled, but I think it's fun, and it's good enough for the price point. So here's thumb flicking it. You guys can see this. Pretty good. Middle finger flick, my favorite and most preferred way to open a knife, as for many people. Excuse me. And then thumb or slow roll it out with your thumb. Pretty good. They all work well. There's enough ways to do it to keep me entertained whenever I do, if I'm sitting at my desk here watching YouTube or doing homework or something like that, I'll reach over and say, oh, I haven't carried this for a while, so I'll pick it up and play with it and fidget with it for a little while just to, reconnect back to it, I guess. But closing on this guy, it was a little bit more free closing and free drop shutty when I first got it, but due to me fidgeting with it and using it, the blade got there was a little bit of blade play, so I tightened it up recently. So the knife, it still drops close pretty freely, but there's sometimes you have to shake it a little bit. It just depends on the day, I guess. But so you gotta shake, but it still closes pretty well. It's still smooth, but it's still fun enough to play with, and it still has that fidget factor for me at least. But so yeah, I would overall say it's like a smooth kind of close, to me at least. Like I said, every knife differs. So action ergos. Next is ergos. So this handle shape is very neutral. It's just kind of like a real long rectangular shape, but it has this indent right here where my pointer finger and a little bit of my middle finger can go. So when I'm in this grip, I can get all 4 fingers on the knife. I get locked in real well. There's no hot spots. I can feel that the pocket clip is there, but it doesn't really it's such a narrow and not a very proud pocket clip, so I don't really it doesn't bother me whatsoever that I can feel it. But yeah, Ergo's is really, it's a good shining point of this knife. This knife has a lot of good things going for it. Next we have Carrie, which carries quite well because of the deep carry pocket clip. That's kind of the shining star also of the knife. It's, to me, sometimes it seems like it's a wide knife just because it has so much blade kind of sticking out of the handle, but it's a pretty small, like, I mean, it's not a very big knife. It's really not. So it carries quite well. You know, it disappears really well down into the pocket due to the pocket clip, and I think it carries well. It doesn't. The only thing that bothers me sometimes is, like I said, it just seems like it's a little wider and a little bit clunkier than it really is, just due to this blade sticking out of the handle so much. But that doesn't really take away that much, because I mean, I carry this in my front right pocket and it carries well. So after going all over all those, my last kind of bullet point to go over is price point. Now this is coming in right at $30, and for $30, I think you're getting a lot of knife. You're getting, you know, good micarta scales in a cool colorway. You're getting a cool Warncliffe style blade in D2, which, like I said, I like D2. I know some people are kind of like about it, but it serves me well. I think it's a really, really good budget steal. You're getting a deep carry, loop over style, like super deep carry pocket clip. You're getting a solid action, you know, it's fun enough to fidget with. All for $30. I think that's a really good deal. To me, there isn't too many other knives that I can think of at that price point for the materials you're getting, for, you know, the action that the QSP provides. I just can't name another one. I mean, there's the Rat D2, R2D2, excuse me, for like $35, which is a really good value. But I just can't think. I mean, you have the Civivis, but they're all a little bit more expensive. They're in like the $40 to $50 range. But yeah, so I think that this is like potentially the best budget option for sub $30. I just don't see how you can really go wrong with buying it. Whether you're, you know, a huge knife collector, or if you're just starting out, I think there's a place for it really in any collection. So I really like it. I don't see myself, well, I don't know. It just depends on, you know, if I get more into collecting and I start seeing some higher end pieces that I want. I could see myself selling this, but for like $25, I don't know. It just seems like, you know, a good knife to have in the collection. It'd be a good work knife because, I mean, you beat it up, you use it hard, and you happen to break it. What are you out? $25? Just go buy another one. So yeah, I think for the price point, I don't want to go as far as saying this is the best sub $30 option, but I think it's definitely up there, and it's definitely worthy of consideration for it. So I guess that'll be everything for today, guys. Like I said, this was the review of the QSP Penguin. Great knife, great sub $30 knife, great knife for any collection. So I guess that'll be it for today. Thank you guys for stopping to check out the channel. I'm going to continue to, you know, start putting out more review videos of the knives I have. Trying to get some more knives in. I have a bunch of knives on my wish list. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to get, you know, because the world of knife collecting. There's new knives that come out every day that just kind of draw you in. Like there's been knives on my list for the last year or so that I've wanted and I plan on getting at some point, but it seems like every week there's just like a new knife that's dropping, or a new, you know, variant of a knife, and it's hard. That's, you know, that's a good thing and a bad thing of the EDC and the knife world. It's just there's always things that are drawing your interest away, but so that's kind of tough for me to figure out what I want to buy next and what I want to get in next. But so yeah, I'll quit ranting to you guys and rambling on. But so thanks for stopping in today, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.